Welcome to History AI, where we bring history to life through the power of AI. Today we are looking at the fall of the Roman Empire. The Roman Empire, once considered the pinnacle of civilization, succumbed to a series of internal and external pressures. This narrative aims to shed light on some key factors that contributed to its decline, offering insights into how political instability, economic downturns, and barbarian invasions played pivotal roles in unraveling an empire that once seemed invincible. Throughout this video, we'll take a look at a few of the different factors that led to the inevitable fall of the Roman Empire. 1. Political instability. Political instability in the Roman Empire unraveled the fabric of centuries-old institutions, creating a domino effect that contributed significantly to its decline. At the heart of this instability was a cycle of ineffective leadership, where the throne often changed hands through violence or coercion rather than merit or lineage. The rapid succession of emperors, especially during the crisis of the 3rd century, signaled a period where over 20 emperors ruled in quick succession, each often meeting their end through assassination or battle. This relentless turnover diluted the authority of the position and undermined the stability of the empire. Civil wars became commonplace, further draining the empire's resources and morale. Each new claimant to the throne brought a wave of conflict, as legions backed different leaders, tearing the empire apart from within. These internal conflicts left the empire vulnerable to external threats and significantly weakened Rome's ability to defend its borders. The division of the empire into western and eastern halves under Diocletian in 285 CE was an attempt to make the massive empire more manageable. However, this split eventually led to a divergence in cultural, economic, and military priorities, creating a rift that weakened the unified strength Rome once wielded. The Eastern Empire, benefiting from a stronger economic base and more defensible capital in Constantinople, gradually outpaced the West in wealth and stability. The presence of political amateurs in positions of power further exacerbated the leadership crisis. The Senate, once a bastion of Roman governance, saw its influence wane as emperors increasingly relied on their own councils or the military for counsel. This shift often placed individuals with little to no governance experience or loyalty to Rome in positions where their decisions could greatly impact entire regions. Moreover, the empire's reliance on mercenary forces for its military needs marked a departure from the citizen armies that had once propelled Rome to greatness. These mercenaries, while formidable in battle, possessed little allegiance to Rome itself, fighting for pay rather than patriotic duty. This erosion of loyalty affected military effectiveness and allowed for further infiltration of Germanic tribes into Roman society and the armed forces. Political instability undermined the Roman Empire through a combination of short-sighted leadership decisions, internal conflict, and the erosion of traditional military loyalty. This instability was a crucial factor that, combined with other pressures, led to the eventual collapse of one of history's most iconic civilizations. 2. Economic decline. The Roman Empire's economy was like a machine that started to break down after running too long and too hard. The empire's economy had a few significant issues that made things difficult in the end. First, let's discuss slave labor. The Romans depended heavily on slaves for various work, from farming to crafting. While this might seem like a way to save money, it caused more problems than it solved. With so much work done by slaves, there weren't enough paying jobs for regular people. Also, relying on slaves meant there was little incentive to develop new, labor-saving inventions. Then there's the problem with inflation, which is when money starts to lose its value. In Rome, they kept making more coins with less silver, so the coins became less valuable. People had to use many of these lesser coins to buy the things they needed, causing prices to rise significantly. Trade deficits were another issue. This means the Romans were buying more from other places than they were selling. Rome ended up spending more money than it had, which is not sustainable. The devaluation of currency meant money wasn't worth as much as it used to be. When Rome's money was worth less, other empires didn't want it as much in trade, making buying things from other places even more expensive. These problems made it difficult for the Roman Empire to maintain a strong army and infrastructure. Just like it's hard to keep a car running without proper maintenance, it was challenging for Rome to keep its empire running with so many economic problems. These issues built up slowly over time, making it increasingly difficult for Rome to maintain its power and control. 3. Barbarian invasions. The empire's borders were stretched thin and constantly being tested by various barbarian groups like the Visigoths, Vandals and Ostrogoths, each looking for their piece of Roman luxury. So, these invasions were successful for several reasons. Rome's military wasn't the mighty force it once was. The use of mercenaries with little loyalty was one significant factor. Instead of dedicated Roman soldiers fighting for Rome's glory, there were hired swords who might switch sides if the price was right. Additionally, years of internal chaos within the empire meant training and military discipline had declined. Rome attempted to respond to these threats by occasionally bribing the barbarians to leave them alone or even pitting them against each other. However, these were short-term solutions. In some cases, Rome allowed barbarian groups to live within the empire's borders as a way to appease them. This sometimes backfired, as it gave these groups an even better launching pad for further incursions. The impacts of these invasions were profound and long-lasting. Each invasion drained resources, desecrated cities, and spread fear among the Roman populace. The integrity of the Roman Empire was sliced apart, contributing to its division into the Western and Eastern Roman empires. The Western Empire, bearing the brunt of the invasions, ultimately crumbled, marking the end of ancient Rome's dominion and ushering in the Middle Ages. These invasions didn't just change maps, they reshaped the cultures, religions and languages of future European territories.
While Rome's official power waned, its influence persisted, embedded in the assimilation and blending of barbarian and Roman ways of life.
The fall of Rome under the weight of barbarian invasions closed one chapter of history but opened another, setting the stage for modern Western civilization as we know it. In reflecting on the downfall of the Roman Empire, it becomes clear that political instability acted as a catalyst for its decline. The constant turnover in leadership eroded the authority and stability needed to maintain such a vast territory and set off a chain reaction leading to economic troubles and vulnerability to outside threats. This single thread weaves through the fabric of Rome's history as a reminder of how crucial stable governance is for any civilization's longevity. Sources cited to create this overview: Gibbon E. The History of the Decline and Fall of the Roman Empire, London, Strahan and Cadell, 1776-1788. Heather P. The Fall of the Roman Empire, A New History of Rome and the Barbarians, Oxford, Oxford University Press, 2005. Ward Perkins B. The Fall of Rome and the End of Civilization, Oxford, Oxford University Press, 2005.